Welcome back, and thanks for hanging out with us here on our Thursday edition of Midday. Always a treat to be joined by Robert Ballack of the MU Extension Office. Robert,
glad to be here.
Always glad to see you. Are you staying cool? Trying to?
It's work, isn't it?
It is. It's been so dry, and it kind of fits. We're actually talking about irrigation. July is Smart Irrigation Month. Is that right?
Yes, it's not a coincidence. July is Smart Irrigation Month because most of the irrigating that we need to do happens in July.
I feel like getting grass, you see it's starting to get a little brown, and you see people getting the sprinklers out.
Right, and there's a smart way to do it and a not so smart way to do it.
So what are some tips? What are the best practices?
Your lawn needs about an inch to inch and a half water per week. So when you have your sprinkler out there, put out a little can or something to collect the water.
Okay.
And water till you get that inch in there. And if it starts to run off before you get that inch, turn your sprinkler off and let it soak in.
Okay,
you don't want to waste the water running down the curb.
Oh,
right?
Sure. Yeah. We know you're paying for that water too.
That's right. and once it soaks in, you turn it back on so you get that 1 inch to inch and a half per week on your lawn.
Okay. Now I know we've been talking about drought conditions, and I know obviously with the utilities the way they are, is there kind of, in terms of just being smart, do you think there's a best way, how long to actually water it for, in terms of, even if you don't want to get to that inch and a half, so to speak?
Right. Well, you want to make sure you water thoroughly.
Okay.
So water deeply, but not often.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So if you're watering more than twice a week, you're probably watering too much.
Okay. And I know some people may think, hey, I'm going to put my sprinkler on maybe for a half hour to an hour. What do you think is that most opportune time?
That's a great question, because you want to water it in the morning to give everything a chance to dry out. It's so humid at night, and if you water late in the day and the grass stays wet all night and that humidity, the fungus just goes crazy.
Okay, I've always heard this statement. I'm not sure if it's a rumor, it's a myth. If it's your grass is short, don't water it because it'll burn up. Is that really a thing, or is that?
You actually want your grass to be longer when it's hot out. So raise your mower height now, 4 inches, 4.5 for fescue, raise it up.
Okay.
And that helps shade the ground and keep the grass cooler.
Okay, and if anybody wants a little more information throughout the month, how can they get in contact with you, Robert?
We are at extension.missouri.edu.
Okay, wonderful. And I know my grass is starting to get a little brown, so I know I'm going to have to probably get the sprinkler out and at least start getting a little bit of water on there.
It would help.
All right, Robert, thank you so much. We'll be right back.